Hello, welcome back to Minifig Monday. Today we're taking a look at a DC character. This is Commissioner Jim Gordon. My first Gordon figure. I know there's been quite a lot of them over the years. I'm only starting recently getting into the Batman DC collecting. Um, yeah, I wasn't into DC or Batman really when the original sets came out, when the 2012 sets came out. Yeah, missed out on a bunch of them. But here's Commissioner Gordon. This is the 2019 redesign. So this is based on the Rebirth comics. So this is kind of the more recent ones, I guess. Um, Here he is. He looks absolutely stellar. A really great design. Um, for most of these 2019 figures, the Batman one is so boring, but I mean, it's a good figure. It's just in every single one. It's in every single set. It's kind of overdone. But this is a great figure. They did a lot to make him different from the other Jim Gordons. They made one for the Lego Batman movie. That one was very different. I liked it. I liked the movie. That was great. They made one for I think they made one for the 2006 Batman sets. I'm pretty sure they did. That one was cool. They made the 2012 ones, obviously. That's like the most beloved, pretty much, of the Batman theme. Well, other than the original theme, which I never got a chance to get any of that. That was just like way before I collected stuff. But yeah, this is a great figure. He does have an accessory, which is a revolver. So it's not a gun. I mean, it is, but it's not. Uh, Lego doesn't like to refer to things as guns, so we'll just say this is a weapon. It's a revolver. It's a gun. It's great. It's a cool piece. It's very old. It's been around since 2003, 2004, 5. It's been around for years. So I mean, actually, it might have been in the 80s, because they had an old cowboy theme. I got some of them in the Indiana Jones sets. I have a couple of them. Sadly, they're broken, but I do have those pieces, and they worked really well in the indie theme. Because it's like old fashioned. I really wish I had my old indie figure built. Um, but yeah, it's a cool gun. He gets one to help him fight the Riddler, who is in this. Oh, my word, I forgot to mention which set he came from. He comes from the 2019 Batwing. So that set with the Riddler helicopter, that whole big $50 set, that is amazing, and that was worth the money. And he came in that set alongside the police car, which is also a great build. So he was helping Batman and Shazam to capture the Riddler, who got away, but it still was the thought that counts, I guess. Um, so he's in that set. He's the only one that has leg detailing, which is a little bit strange. Like it seems like a lot of the DC minifigures and sets have no printing on their legs, which is very strange. It's like lame. Like it's lazy. Like even the Star Wars figures and even cheap tiny sets have printing on their legs. Why not these Batman figures? I don't know. That's weird. It seems very lazy, but you know, whatever. It works for some characters, like Shazam. It definitely works because his costume is not that detailed. But for characters like I don't know the Riddler, it should work because he has a trench coat, or not a trench coat, like a suit. So he should have some printing. But you know, whatever. It's kind of lame, but you know, we just have to make make do with that. Um, But yeah, that's the rant. That's over. He's got a great suit. It's a trench coat that he's wearing. He's almost always seen in a trench coat, which is cool. Because he's the police chief, you know. He's got some great details, like his badge is peeking out there over his belt. You got the tie. He's got the white shirt with the blue. Is that a blue tie? I think that's a blue tie. It's great. He's got the brown coat. Um, he does have. Let's see, what's that color? Nougat pants with the trench coat printing. So he's wearing like I guess, trousers under the coat, which is cool. Unfortunately, the printing doesn't go to the side, so it just kind of stops, which is a little bit lame, but, you know, whatever. The back printing is not that impressive, but it's nice to get it. His hair is probably one of the best parts. It's really cool hairstyle. I think I have a couple of these hair pieces. This one is in dark brown, and it's really cool. This version of Gordon is much younger than most of the other versions that Lego has made, which is nice. It fits this line of sets, specifically the 2019 sets. It fits really well since everyone is pretty young, so that actually works really well. This also reminds me of the Dark Knight version of Gordon, which I believe we did get a figure for him. I think it was in the Bat versus Bane set. That set's awful, but the figures are great. So, yeah. I don't have that. One of my friends has it, so that's interesting. His face is really cool. It's very confident, like almost like not sarcastic. He's very serious with this face, which fits him. It fits him very well. He's got this big old mustache. He's much younger. I assume he's in his 30s here. And he's got great, like the designer did such a great job with the glasses, the eyebrows. It's great. It's so great. He does have another face, which is amazing in my book. Whenever a figure has another face, that's always a highlight. And you turn his face or turn his head around, and his face is much more goofy this time around. If you turn his head around, which is great. It's very like snarky looking. It's very like it's like he's talking to Batman. He's like making a joke, and like that's so fun. That's great. So that's his alternate face. When things are not, you know, serious, he can be playful. That's pretty cool. But most of the time, he sticks to his serious mode when working with Batman, which is fitting. I really love this figure. It's great. It's actually exclusive to the Batwing, the 2019 Batwing. So you can only get it there. That's nice. I love when Lego puts figures in sets and then doesn't make them again. Like, they don't put them in other sets. That's so great because it makes you take pride that you have an exclusive figure that's part of a set. And sometimes Lego makes the figure again and puts them in another set, which that irritates me, but it also makes sense because then it makes it more available. So yeah, there's pros and cons to that, but most of my favorite figures are like just exclusive to one set, so that's great. Yeah, it's just a nice figure. Commissioner Gordon, it's my first version of him. It's a really nice version, too. They didn't get lazy with the detail or the design, which is nice because most of the time they are lazy in their design. So, yeah, great figure. This is one of the better like DC figures. I really recommend it. If you can get the Batwing set for a good price, get it. You won't regret it, especially with this nice figure. In fact, all of the figures in that set are really nice. And yeah, that's all I have to say. He's a great figure. Happy that he's not in another set. So that's nice that they keep him exclusive. So that's great. Yeah. Commissioner Gordon, cool figure. Cool set. Yeah. That's all I really have to say. Hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Take care. Have an awesome day.